Namaste, everyone. I'm Jeni Ji, and thank you for tuning into my channel. Make sure you subscribe to my channel in order to get notifications on new videos and content that comes out. And like the videos, make some comments. Let me know what you guys are doing, how you're feeling, what is going on with you, and so on. It really helps my channel a lot. So before you know it, I'm going to be going live on here and doing some free clairvoyant readings. I'm just saying, you have to pay attention. So we're going to talk about, and I say we're and we, because I communicate and talk with spirit 24/7. I'm a psychic clairvoyant medium, past life akashic record, animal communicator, relationship coach, meditation and life coach, pranic healer, and the list goes on. So if you'd like to book a reading with me, by all means, please book through soulworkwithjeni.com. My website will be below. So let's talk about this new full moon. Almost said new moon because we've just had a new moon recently, and you would have to watch my other video to get all of that information, how to utilize that. So we have a full moon in Libra, and it's also known as a pink moon. We've had pink moons. If you look back on my other videos, we just had a pink moon. It's all about springtime. Springtime is here. We still don't have it here in Canada where I'm at. It's still very cold, very icy walking the streets. So this energy here with Libra, Libra is all about balance, balancing within. And especially with this full moon, Venus, 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 we're going to be talking about relationships. Your relationships during this full moon, you're going to have to compromise or bring things more into balance. So you're going to also see that some relationships are going to be ending. It's a very karmic time. If you take a look back on where you're at with your relationship, where you are now, how are you doing? Are you okay with it? Are you wanting change? Do you have to maybe have a chat with your partner and end things? You have to be very, very honest with the situation. We all have soul ties and karmic ties and soul contracts with every single person that we come into contact with. So your soul contract with that person very well could be coming towards an end. So we always get those pre-signs, as I say, from spirit. You know, we've worked on the relationship, it's not working, and we've done everything. Or maybe we're like, I'm just on a different path. I've evolved so much. We just don't connect with each other. So it's time to bring balance and harmony back into your soul. And new relationships are also emerging as well. So there might be somebody you want to reach out to and say, hey, maybe it's time we had that cup of coffee, or maybe it's time we got together or had a chat. So each of you has your own pathway, and you must do what resonates best with you. And in order to hold a relationship together, you have to have really, really good communication. Because if there's no communication in the relationship, there's no relationship. So there's a lot of soulmate twin flame vibes going on in the air right now. It actually started last month a little bit more and more and more. So maybe that twin soul, twin flame, soulmate is going to be approaching you soon. I'm just saying. You'd have to book a reading with Jeni to find out. So anyways, be really mindful of your health during this full moon as well, because this energy is all about health and healing. It's not a time to have any surgeries. So if you are going to be having surgeries during this time, just please follow instructions, from your doctor. Listen to your body as well. because it's going to affect our veins, our kidneys, you know, even our skin. We might get a little itchy skin. We're gonna, you know, like urinary bladder, it could affect. So make sure you're drinking a lot of water. Like, water really flushes out the toxins in your body anyways. You might want to squeeze in a little bit of lemon to flush out the extra toxins from the liver and such. So during that full moon, the 5th to the 6th of April, just, you know, you could have more of these signs and going on with your health. So just be a little bit more mindful. And also your animals. You might all of a sudden find that, geez, you know, like, what's up with my animal? They very well have the same symptoms as us. So keep an eye on them as well. So we also have Chiron energy. So how many of you, even before this full moon here, have all of a sudden out of the blue start crying? Like, if you're watching a sad movie or something, and then you're like, you start crying. You know, I understand that. But any little thing could trigger anything at any given time with the Chiron energy. So please don't hold back your tears. You know, you might think, geez, am I like, do I have some mental issues? Do I have like some emotional issues? Like, what's going on with me? There's nothing wrong with you. We are awakening. The planet has been awakening for quite some time. The 3D is trying to still hang on to things, and the 5D is trying to pull out higher consciousness. So your soul wants you to heal. And you could just start crying, even go for a walk, even going to the store at any given time. Just let go and heal. This is this full moon. Full moons bring out a lot of different energies as well. We get more emotional during the full moon, but this is all about balance and healing, and bringing in healing vibes with peace. It's also going to show you what's not in alignment with you anymore. What have you been fighting? What is no longer working relationship wise, business, family, friendship, relationships, romantic, marriage, whoever it is, your partner. Really pay attention to the themes during this time. So there's a lot more truth going to be being exposed in the legal corruption world, as I call it. I've been talking about this for quite some time. There's no leadership. If there was leaders, the world wouldn't be like this as it is today. So more corruption legally is going to be coming forth more and more and more, especially as we go into June. So no one can run from karma. It catches up with you. It doesn't matter who you are. It's irrelevant. Karma is karma. Karmic legal exposure. It's coming. We've all seen situations happening. You're also going to see a lot of truth being exposed in the medical field. The medical industry. They get paid off by the government to keep their mouths closed. Here, we'll give you millions of dollars as a bonus, but you have to say this. You have to do that to humanity. But don't you worry. We're going to give you $1 million bonus to keep your mouth shut. You pay attention to that. So don't get me started. Don't get Jeni started on that. Okay, so this Uranus energy is going to be bringing a lot more conflict to the surface as well. There's a lot of rebellious energy. There's a lot of soul revolution and evolution within your soul. Some of you are like, oh my God, I'm stepping back. I don't want to be a part of this energy anymore. Set boundaries. That's what it's for. You're going to be like, you know what? I'm tired of the drama. I don't want to get involved with drama with this person or that person or that. I have had enough. It's really time to ground yourself and be still in the silence of your soul to hear those messages coming through. That's where you're going to hear that little voice. If you're not hearing that little voice speaking, You need to take time out for you. That is self-love. Self-love, loving yourself, showing kindness and compassion to humanity. You start to judge other people. It says, and it talks about you, where your level of consciousness is. You start bad-mouthing other people and judging other people. That is really bad, right? You have no rights to say that. You're not walking in their shoes, in their path. I observe. I'm an observer. I sit back, I see a lot. When I want to rant and rave, I go on Twitter and I rant and rave to the so-called leaders myself. So I'm just saying, you're going to want to find more peace in this energy right now. With the Jupiter and Moon energy we have entwined with this, you're going to be wanting to educate yourself more. A lot of wisdom is coming through. You might even get drawn to more spiritual topics, spiritual studies, joining spiritual groups, being a part of that community. I've seen people who I never thought in a million years would turn themselves around. And again, there's no judgment because we all have our own path. We all have our own evolution of our journey of self-discovery. But some of you, and I've seen it, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so happy for that person. They're now seeing truth. I'm so happy that that person is now more in alignment within their soul and listening to their soul speak and coming to terms with their soul, following your path, being authentic, loving yourself unconditionally is the key. We're all together in this journey. All of us has been affected in this journey we call life. When you walk your path, things are going to come more in alignment with you. As long as you're walking your path and not walking a path for someone else. You start walking a path for someone else. Are you going to be happy? If your mother says, I want you to be a lawyer, and your soul tells you, I want to be a ballerina, who's going to be happy? Are you going to be happy? Is that your destiny? Is that your soul's path? Is it? So this energy with the Aries new moon is going to show you that even more so. And it's really important during this time to keep working on your foundations. March, April, and May are very like huge months for setting goals, setting targets, following your path, working on your projects, working what's really important to you. This full moon, we have Easter energy vibes. Easter energy is all about the Christ consciousness, higher consciousness. I channel and work with the Christ consciousness energy. I connect with the ascended masters, angels, all beings. That's why I'm like, we, because it's just not me. I get my information from the heavens above. And I channel your energy, read into your level of consciousness, see where you're at, and help you shift forward in quantum leaps from that point on, if you're ready to shift and move forward. So really pay attention to what is being brought to the surface during this full moon. Aries, you know, we are in Aries with April as well, but Libra likes balance. Libra, Venus energy, love, compassion, righteousness. However, if you are not in righteousness within your soul, you're going to be in righteousness in the opposite direction of ego. When you're in that ego energy and ego vibe, it's not going to work out for you. How many of you have been doing a lot of reflecting back? This Chiron energy has been bringing a lot of things up from your life. Doesn't matter what age. You could be 80 years old and reflecting on your life, breaking down in tears. It doesn't matter. There's no such thing as time and space with age. That's why when you meet somebody, you're like, wow, you know a lot. And that person literally could be young, really young. Look at these children who Like, have you ever sat back and listened to a child? I work with children actually, as long as their parents are with them, or their guardians over 18 years old, and I help them bring out their abilities. Have you ever sat back and listened to a child? What did you do today? Oh, I went to Disneyland, and I was with my angels and I was with my friends. Or how many of you have seen a little child playing and they're talking to somebody and you think it's so cute? Really pay attention to that. They are talking and connecting with the spirits, the angels, their guides, the relatives who have passed on. I help them bring out and utilize their energies and their abilities. So bring forth your inner child as well. How many of you have had fun and laughed about the silliest things? Spring, new beginnings, plant your seeds. We just had the equinox vibes, huge, powerful vibrations, huge. How many of you have really felt that shift, especially during the equinox and the new moon? I just did a video on that not long ago. If you guys are subscribed, you would have caught it. I'm just saying. So anyways, I'm going to pull a couple of cards for the collective to see what the spirit world has to say for us. So let me see what card we're going to pull. We're going to talk about love. Love is the most powerful vibration on this planet, by the way. So anytime you use cards, please make sure that you clear them on wood. Bang, 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 3 times to clear your energy or whoever used them last time. I've cleared these cards before doing these videos, and I do not use cards when I am doing a reading because I'm a clairvoyant. So I don't need to use cards. Unless a client says, hey, Jenny, can you pull a card for me? And I'm like, okay, I will do that. So let's ask the spirit world. Spirit world, what is the message for our Easter blessings in this full moon in Libra? What is the message? So what is the message? It's a message from the spirit world. It's a message. And some of you might want to travel too, by the way, because we have Jupiter with Sun. You might be making some travel plans, or you might be like, hey, let's just go on a road trip. Or hey, let's just book that trip or that vacation here. So a lot of these energies are at play right now to help you make decisions and bringing a lot more peace. Go where it makes you happy and at peace. So just watch out, because there's a lot of instability with financial institutions as well. More of that's coming out and being exposed as well, like I'm saying. So make sure there's a balance there. So what is the collective message? Expression, expression. And this is such a beautiful card. There's actually 2 cards that fell out here. So it's so amazing because 2 cards that fell out. The first one is expression, and I'll show them to you in a minute. The second one is relationship. So I was just talking about relationship, making compromises. There could be sudden endings. There could be new beginnings as well with relationships, meeting someone new, or finally that person's available and you're available as well. So I'm going to show one at a time. So it's really important to express yourself. See how like we have this fairy energy and there's the wings there. Like it's kind of like that butterfly energy, like dragonflies, some of you might be seeing as well. Butterflies is transformation. This is like the fairy wings, spreading your wings, spreading that goddess self. Some of you might get the transformation, get your hair done, start dressing differently with your appearance, decluttering. The spring sometimes will bring out for you to declutter, open those windows and get some fresh air coming in, and all of that. So make sure you express yourself. Express yourself with your work and be authentic. With this energy here, it's going to help bring through things. This Mars energy is very, very strong until May. So it's also going to help you step back into your power and really speak your mind and speak up your truth. Maybe you're like, I need a raise. I deserve a raise. So whatever it is that you're wanting to do, really express yourself. Don't hold back, because that Mars energy is also going to help you push it forward too, by the way. And relationship, like how beautiful is this? So relationships can be with family or friends, business partners, friendships, your spouse, partner, whoever it is, and it's all about connecting and bringing balance. And this energy here with the Libra moon, it's going to show you what's not in alignment, what is not in balance. So you'll have that opportunity to say, hey, you know what? Let's have that heart to heart talk. I just want to bring some things to the surface that I just don't feel comfortable with, or that's bothering me, or whatever like that. Or maybe you're going to be saying, I just want to separate or take a break, or maybe it's time we go our separate ways. So, I mean, you know where you're at. You know where you're at. When you're speaking your truth and being authentic, and walking your own walk, you're going to see your truth. And see how this book opens up. Like, this is your akashic records. I do past life akashic records as well. So when I read somebody, I can tell you who they were to you in a past life, if it's a soulmate, twin flame, or maybe there's a new soulmate or twin flame energy coming to you. So I go over that as well in my readings. And look at the book here with the Akashic records. They're both looking in and saying, is it time for us to end our soul contract? Is it time for us to start a new relationship? Where's our soul contract at? That's your karmic footprint with that person. So it's a very powerful energy. And I love how the sun energy is coming in here for new beginnings. Endings can be painful, of course, but it can also open up new doors with new beginnings with relationships as well. So I love that. I love that. So let's talk about as well, you guys, about our animals. I'm an animal communicator and I love animals. And our animals are very connected. They're very sensitive, as you know. And we have ascension, we have solar flares, all of these different energies and cosmic. That's why I'm doing weekly cosmic vibe videos, because I tell you what's going on, what you can expect, what you could be feeling, how to utilize the energy, what not to do, and what to do, and how to shift forward and move on your path with ease. It's like the animals as well. They're very sensitive. They see everything, everything. So let us ask the animal kingdom, what is the message from the animals from this full moon in Libra? What is the collective message from our animals? Wow. Wow. So interesting, this fell down of all cards. Um, you know, I love all animals, and I've been connecting a lot. I've been talking about it in my other videos quite a bit about sea life. A lot of things it's a water year. I did, 2023 predictions in another video. And I've been talking about a lot of energy from the water, what to expect, what's going on, all of that. And it's so interesting out of my whole deck of animals, there's all different animals in here, all species, that a dolphin card will fall out. This is live joyfully in the present. I love dolphins. I went swimming with the dolphins when I was in Hawaii a few years ago. And for those of you, if you do want to go swimming with the dolphins, please, under no circumstances, wear any jewelry at all. None. Take all your jewelry off, because your jewelry can scratch the dolphin. And you could be like, how is that possible? Yes. Even ask the trainer, or who's in charge or whatever. Please take your jewelry off, because you can really harm a dolphin with your jewelry. Okay. So look how peacefully dolphins are swimming. They swim in the moonlight, in the stars, in the cosmic energy. Water represents your emotions as well. So drink more water. If you live by water, go by water, go swimming. It's a really good way to cleanse yourself. It's a really good way to get grounded. If you've ever not been feeling well and went for a swim, you very well could feel so much better just by swimming. Our bodies are made up of water as well. So waters will tell you where your emotions are, even if you're hungover, let's say. Go swimming, go floating in the water. You will really feel a lot better. Wow. Thank you, Animal Kingdom. So beautiful. So beautiful. So now with the energy of Chiron here, we've been healing. Like I mentioned earlier, we're, with the Libra energy, it's about health and wellness, letting go and healing. As I mentioned, certain side effects with our bladder and our skin and such, with our health. It's really, really important to just drink more water to cleanse it out, cleanse it out. So let's ask Spirit, what is the messing? This is one of my healing decks. And because we're in the Chiron energy, let's see the message collectively for April 5th and 6th, full moon, depending where you're at. The energy and the message from Spirit World. The energy and message from Spirit World. Love it. They just fly out, fly out. Oh, of course, this card would come out. Well-being. I just talked about her well-being. I don't make these cards up. They fall out. I was just talking about our well-being, how it's about health and wellness, how we have to really pay attention to our body during this time, drinking more. Is that upside down? No, drinking more water, flushing out our toxins, really paying attention to our bladder, and our kidneys during this time, and our veins as well, and our veins. Like some of us has, our veins show more. Get some skin lotion, like especially if your skin's really dry, like where I'm at, it's so dry in here. Oh my goodness sakes, that I have to put a lot of lotions on to keep my skin, moist and moisturized. So, it's all about your well-being and doing what's best for you. You're going to have sleepless nights as we get closer, of course, to the full moon energy. So you all of a sudden could feel really, really tired and exhausted. Boom, just like that. Rest. Listen to your body. Some of us might get really, really energized and like, I'm going to clean my house. I'm going to go for a run. I'm going to do a workout. I'm going to whatever it is. So pay attention to how you're feeling, what resonates best with you guys, okay? So, of course, I'm going to pull one of my crystal cards. I like my crystals. Love my crystals. I could open up a crystal store, have so many. That's just the way it is. So, let us ask the land of the crystals. I'm hearing goddess, goddess energy, goddess energy, goddess energy. Really, 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 really loudly. Goddess energy, goddess energy. We have the Venus energy. So we're all a goddess in our own way. So what is the energy and the message from the crystals? Make sure you guys put your crystals out as well during the full moon. Put it under the moon because it rejuvenates your crystals. You can even cleanse your crystals in a glass of water, warm water, a little bit of salt in it, mix it through, cleanse it in there, wash it off, and then put it outside on your deck or in your window seal. So what is the message from the crystal world? It's a message from the crystals. Wow. Oh, wow. Wow. I'm rather taken back by this card. I'm seeing a lot of energy in this card, by the way. Petalite. Now, I'll show it to you, of course. So this energy here, I'm seeing a face right in the middle of this crystal. And also, this crystal has a very shamanic energy and vibe to it. There's a man with a message. So the face is right in the middle. And there's a man, you'll see his nose and his eyes. I'm going to point it to you guys right away. Hopefully you can see that. Let me know if you guys can see that. See, there's a face right there. And right down here, there's his nose. There's his nose, there's his mouth, and you have his eyes. And see on the top of here, it shows a very like forehead, very unique forehead. That's a lot of wisdom. And he's tuning in to his wisdom to hear his soul speaking. And how you're doing that is in silence, by meditation, by taking time out for you, setting boundaries, going for a walk in nature, and hearing those messages. You know, when I go for a walk with my dog, I don't bring my phone with me. But sometimes I will bring it if I am expecting a certain phone call coming in that I have to take that I don't want to miss. But a lot of times I don't, because I like silence. You can bring your phone with you, just turn the ringer off or turn it to vibrate or whatever it is, turn the sound down. And, you know, just really get those messages coming in. I mean, I love trees. I love trees. I'm so drawn to go right in the middle of the rainforest and just sit there. I connected with another medicine man the other day. Oh my God. Wow. So, anyways, let us ask a final message here, unless I got more to say from spirit. What is the energy and message from the spirit world? Energy and message from the spirit world. The energy and message. Wow. The other world. No kidding. No kidding, you guys. The other world. That's the cosmic world. And this card is so beautiful. Now, I was interviewing the other day. Somebody had interviewed me on a show, and I was talking about this, and I was telling him to do this actually. So take a look here. See this mirror and see this person, which would be you, sitting in front of the mirror, gazing into your soul, gazing into what messages you're hearing from the cosmic world. When you take your time and listen to those messages, go look in the mirror and just look at your eyes. My hair is out of whack. Sorry, guys. Go look into your eyes. Your eyes are the soul that speaks. Go look into the mirror, and what do you see there? Are you hearing your soul speak? Are you getting those messages from your soul? And if you really look closely, see how she's sitting down on the ground there? It looks like crystals, beautiful crystals. See how there's this energy here of this person standing in front of her? That person is giving her these messages. Looks very Lord of the Rings. I love Lord of the Rings, by the way. But look at that. When you tune in, you're going to hear those messages from the cosmic world. How beautiful. This card is blue, which represents communication and your throat chakra. I actually am wearing this today. Aqua Aura is a really good card for communication. And I'm actually wearing my amethyst. I've been going through a major healing here as well for a little while. And I've been wearing my amethyst to help me let go as well and stay grounded. And I wore one of my bigger pieces. And that's a really good card to help you with healing and coming and letting go and such like that. And always be truly grateful for, you know, what you've been through. You can utilize your pain and bring that strength into that warrior goddess. I mean, I've always said the fearless warrior walks forward fearlessly. I've always called myself that. And that was on my first website I ever put out. That was many, many, many years ago. And I might have it on my current one. I don't remember. So I am building another site as well. So realistically, that we don't want to talk about that right now. but anyway, so please subscribe to my channel, you guys. Like my video, make some comments. Let me know what you're healing from, what you're working towards, what relationship have you ended? Are you open for a new one? What changes you're making? This Libra moon is all about a time for balance and peace within. Finding that center of peace, being aligned within. And sometimes we need to hear. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Steve. Very grateful. Thank you, Steve, if you're watching this. Namaste, and thank you for watching my channel. Namaste, everyone. I'm Jeni Ji. I'm an international known clairvoyant psychic medium, past life akashic record, animal communicator, relationship coach, meditation teacher, and so on. I am here to tell you there is some exciting news. I'm revamping my YouTube channel. That's right. There's new content coming out weekly. I'm going to talk about the weekly cosmic vibes, what you're experiencing and why, how to utilize that, and giving you the reasons behind it. We're going to talk about the new moon, the full moon, Mercury retrograde, and I'm going to give you those insights, how to manifest and make things happen for you at the right time. It's time, everyone. It's time to wake up this planet. Let's show some love and compassion. Let the fear go. Let the negativity go. Let's do this together and transcend your soul in quantum leaps. I'll be here. Where are you? Hit that red button at the corner there, subscribe to my channel, and let's make this happen. Let's do this now. Namaste.